Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy here, MC, and I'm back again uh, with One Africa Forum. Everybody, welcome to Swahili Nation, Swahili to the world, right here. I got my paper right here. And this is One Africa Forum. And not only that, but today is day 6. Guys, can you believe? Day 6 in a row, having One Africa Forum every single day, coming here and doing this live thing, man. It's amazing. I'm glad to be here. I hope you are. And I hope a lot of people will join soon. But man, I'm really happy to be here today. You have no idea how excited I am. Let's see. Yeah. I hope you guys can hear me. Hey, what's up, everybody? So if you're joining me right now, please let me know where you're watching from. And as usual, as I always say, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification button, and you can follow your boy on social media. On Instagram, we go by the name of Official Swahili Nation, as well as my personal Instagram, Mika Chavala. And also we have One Africa Official, so you can check it out. Basically, One Africa, it's all about podcasts. So we have so many podcasts available right now, guys, on AudioMac, on iTunes, on Spotify, on SoundCloud, and YouTube channel One Africa. So, one thing about podcast is like a radio show, right? You can listen as you sleep, you can listen as you work, you can listen. And I figured out that in Africa, a lot of people they're using AudioMac. That's why we have to add to AudioMac as well. But you can use SoundCloud, you can use iTunes, you can use Spotify, all those kind of things. Yeah, it's amazing. Welcome back, everybody. And we're going to have a good day today. I'm not going to stay here for long, but minimum it's going to be like 1 hour to discuss about vid19 and vaccination. The reason why I'm not mentioning the whole name because Google, they have been very sensitive about that. Actually, One Africa channel, it received already one strike because of one of the video that I uploaded and I was talking about vid19. You know what I'm saying? Like they're being very defensive because of how people talk about it, about vid19 and everything. There's a lot of conspiracy theory going on, so they're very strict with that. That's why I'm not really mentioning the name itself. But today, well, we're gonna be talking about vaccination. But before that, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge everybody. I know this disease is an awful disease and it took lives of our brothers and sisters. A lot of people all around the world, not just Africa, but all around the world. A lot of people died because of this. And I'm not taking it lightly. I'm very concerned and I'm very hurt. And even some of my friends here in Korea, before you could hardly like hear anyone who is close to you got vaccine. I mean, got COVID, got vid19. But one of my best friend, the guy who made it possible for me to come here, he got it just recently, and it was bad. It was bad, and we are coming from the same country, and he lost a lot of weight in a short period of time, and also it was just too much. Too expensive to take care of it. So, and I know some of you who are watching right now, maybe you might have lost your friends, your relatives, or even your parents because of this awful disease. So, I just want to take a moment to, to acknowledge that this is awful. But I kind of feel like this is a conversation that we need to take to discuss. Somebody yesterday actually suggested about this, but this discussion has been going over and over in Africa, even specifically in my country, following very closely because just recently we've received like 1 million vaccination, Johnson and Johnson, we received, and people they've already started to, get vaccination right now. And yes, and myself, I kind of feel like, it's very important for us to come and to have this discussion about all this thing because so many things that are going on out there and it's just good to raise our voice. But before I allow you guys come and give your opinion, I'll give my opinion a little bit. But at the same time, when you come and give opinion, I just want for you to be careful as well, to know that right now there are two group of people around the world, not just in Africa, but all around the world. This one group of people who believe in vaccination and they want to do get vaccination, and also there's this another group of people who don't believe at all and don't want to even to hear about it. They don't want to hear about it. So as you're giving your opinion, I think we have to be considerate with all these two groups. I know each person have a belief, their own belief about this, and they have their own opinion, which your opinion matters. But at the same time, I think we have to be careful in how we address this, so that we may not crush the hearts of those who actually lost their beloved one. So today I spent a lot of time just researching and listening to different interviews and listening to everything about it. But I'll tell you the concern that we have right now in Africa, or most of countries, or most of local people who, I mean, people who are talking about it. The concern is this, that a lot of Africans, they don't trust and they don't believe that this vaccination is safe. They don't believe it, even though a lot of people have been talking about that it saves it, but a lot of people, they don't believe. We don't believe, because I am African as well. And that is because of the past experience that we've been having for a long time, right? And one thing that is very sensitive right now, from what I hear from my people back in Tanzania, is that somebody, like, that this is the world crisis right now, and it's dangerous. Like, it's all over the world. Like, for instance, take an example, India, they've struggled a lot recently with this tragedy. It just happened once, and right now there's another different kind of virus that is going on, right? And so a lot of people have been very skeptical about this, that how can you come and give us and offer us, for free? And not only for free, but even giving money. Like, if you take it, then we're gonna give you money basically to take it. But then a lot of research have been done, a lot of things have been done to show that even though you receive, vaccination, still you might be able. I mean, it doesn't guarantee that you're not gonna be able to catch vid19. And even yesterday, I made one very, very influential person. Yesterday, I had a meeting with him. This is amazing, because he's an American, and he came from America already, and he got vaccinated already. And I was asking him, so what's the use of this? And he told me that even though I got this vaccination, but it doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be able to catch COVID-19. I'll be able to get it, but then the only difference is that the side effects, like if you get it, then if you catch vid19, you're supposed to be brought to the hospital, even some other people die, right, as we have seen. But one of the effects of that is that you are not going to be able to reach to that stage. So you will get it, but then you'll be able to recover soon, according to what he has said. So a lot of people have been arguing that why should we take something that it doesn't really prevent me from anything? And not only that, once you take that, you need to take every single year. So he was telling me that I took this, but after 1 year, I need to take another one. And then I need to take another one. So because there's no really cure of flu, like he was saying that when it comes to flu, there's no really cure, but there's only this, vaccine that you receive, and then it gives you some time, like it boosts up your immune system. So your immune system, they're being able to resist when this, vid19 attack you. And so what you have to do, you need to continue to get it, after some time. So that's basically what is happening, that, so a lot of people have been very skeptical, and some other people as well back home that say that, we don't really trust this, because we don't believe in the intentions of bringing this. How sure are we that the same the same vaccination, I'm trying to be very careful how I say it, the same vaccination that is coming to Africa is the same that is being used in their countries? Take an example. US, they have their own. China, they have their own. They made their own. France, they have their own. German, they have their own. Russia, they have their own. I don't know how to say this. I'm being very careful. it's hard even to trust one another. Like, okay, if you American are using this, then I cannot really trust to use that. I need to make my own and to make. The only issue with Africa is that there's a lot of countries that they found how can I say this, local way of dealing with it, including Tanzania during the previous president who just passed away, RIP, and some other countries that have been using, and at that time things were doing pretty fine. So people, they're very concerned that how sure are we that the same vaccination that is coming to Africa is the same that is being used to other countries? How sure are we? Not only that, but when you look at the side effects, there are people who died when they used it, and there are people who are getting very sick. Some other people, even blood is frozen and things like that. So there's so many side effects that happen from that once you receive it, right? And there are like there's no really assurance that if you receive, you're gonna be fine. So you might have side effects. Or some people, if you have like 100 people today, I was listening to the different researchers. They say that if you have a group of people, like let's say of like, I don't exactly remember, but for example, let's say like 50 people, then 2 people will die if all of them don't take it. I'm just giving an example. Even those people matters as well. So the concern and the tension is really huge right now in African countries, because it's coming for free, and once you receive it, they even give money, so that you may be able to get it. But how sure are we trusting that this is legitimate, that this is what is being provided to other countries as well? What if the effects of this, it will happen after 5 years or after 10 years? What if it will happen like that? What kind of continent are we going to have? What kind of country are we going to have? So these are very legitimate concerns that we need to think about, because there hasn't been enough research since this thing happened, and no one is sure about it. Yes, there's so many things that have been said, but no one is really sure 100%. And so shall we risk our lives by taking it and then to see what's going to happen, if side effect is going to happen or not? Or shall we just leave it and us trying our best to take precaution, to use mask, to use social distance, to try our best to do all these kind of rules that are there in order to avoid this awful disease? So there's a lot of legitimate concern. But then another thing that is hindering our continent, I'm just laying down the point so that as soon as I welcome you guys to participate, you'll be able to share your opinion as well. Another concern is that if you're going to be skeptical, let's say your government is going to be skeptical towards vaccine, like, okay, we're not going to receive the vaccine, we don't want it in our country, then they're going to put some restriction to your country, right? So literally, like, you're going to be cast away from, from this cycle that, okay, you are the only one who will say no to this, then we are casting you away, which has been pretty much happened during our previous president in Tanzania. You guys are, I hope you're aware with that. So that means you don't have a choice, because if you don't get it, then we're going to cast you away. If you get it, anything might happen. You might lose your people. We don't know, but you have to get it. Otherwise, you're not going to be allowed to travel anywhere. You're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to be given visa if you haven't been vaccinated, So there's so many things that are going on, and there's huge pressure in the African government, in our countries, and our leaders who for a long time have been like depending and receiving aids and everything from outside. Then they will reject it. They have to receive it, and they have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So we are in a pretty mess situation, and nobody really knows. So I have my personal suggestion about all this concern and everything. But before I share my personal suggestion, I just want to welcome you guys. I'm going to share the link right now in the group chat, comment section, and I want you guys to take some time to share your opinion as well, what you think about it. But again, please be very cautious, because otherwise this video will be blocked by YouTube. They always do that. If you're gonna use like speech that is not allowed, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need to take you out from the screen. I would just want us to have a really good conversation with cautious and knowing that we're talking about something really awful, and we're talking about vaccine that in the other way it actually helped to save a lot of lives at the same time. So when you're sharing your opinion, please be aware of that. All right. Before I share this, I see there's a lot of comments here. Let me try to read a little bit comments, and then I'll be sharing. Congratulations to Africa and Ethiopia and Uganda for Olympic gold medal. All right. We're gonna talk about that another time. In Ethiopia, God is helping us. No need of vaccine. Vaccine can affect your lungs and kidney in the long run. Yes, that's so true. That's so true. Dear brother, what happened to you? I don't know well English, so I didn't understand what you're telling, brother. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, bro. Can you see how Ethiopia run? Okay. It is not serious in Ethiopia, and we aren't being affected too much. God is with us. Even we celebrate big ceremony. Jenny from South Korea, I fully support what you guys are doing. It means a lot for people here, including me. Sujin Lee, appreciate. Appreciate. Thank you so much for considering me, family brother. All right. Sadly, you can't travel anywhere unless. All right. And we learned some lesson from Ebola. You know what happened on Black American when affected by Ebola. All right. So I'm just gonna share this, and since we have a lot of people here, when you come, please don't take all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah. So this is it's very serious, and I will share my personal opinion as well about this, and my opinion as well to the government or to Africa continent, how careful we have to be. And yeah, let's talk about this. And I want to hear your concern. If you've spoke to your friends, if you talk to people, I want to hear your concern. I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about this? But if you don't have, I'll go ahead and share my opinion. Because I believe this is very important for our continent and our people. You know what I'm saying? It's very, 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 very important. And we cannot allow, like, we need to be smart. We need to be smart. Africa, we have a lot of smart people, and we have doctors, we have people who understand things. So my suggestion is we can just go ahead and accept anything that is coming from, to us. We need to satisfy ourselves with the research. Okay, we have Chugalumo here. Chugalumo.
Hello.
Hello, brother.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
hear you.
Hey, what's up, brother?
I'm cool, brother. How are you?
Let me know where you calling from right now.
We are calling from South Africa, but we are Tanzanian nationals.
Oh, Tanzanians living in South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
That's amazing, man. Mambo vipi?
Poa vipi inakuaje?
Bwana, mambo ni vyema kabisa. Mambo ni vyema kabisa. I'm trying to
nakufuatilia sana kipindi chako ndugu yangu.
Asante sana bwana, asante sana. We're trying to push this thing, and we're trying to be here for our continent and our people.
Yeah, for real. I'm so sad that when you're talking about Magufuli, yo, brother, it's pain.
Yeah, man, it's really sad. Like I'm not over it, brother. I'm not over it.
Now we see the traitors when Magufuli passed away. The traitors are so many in Tanzania now.
Yeah, man, like, you know, it's hard. Like it's really hard to see. I think it's hard for all Tanzanians as well, because things are changing a lot. A lot, extremely. Like if it was A, it's exactly opposite. Like things are changing a lot and very soon, and people are not ready for it. So like I can see people crying, but they cannot really say anything. Like it's a huge shift what is going on.
Yeah, in the next 3 to 5 years, you'll see Tanzania will be the same as South Africa.
Man, we pray that that will not happen. We really pray that that will not happen. We pray that
I
God
don't think
will.
so.
We pray that God will save us and will keep us from that. Like finger crossed to that. Really, like
Yeah,
things,
finger crossed for it.
yeah, things are not really like things have changed a lot, and I can see, like I can hear people crying. Like honestly, I talk to people, but people they cannot really say anything right on social media. Only people who can say they are like this opposition party. Like we all know people who talk all the time, but people that
Yeah.
have been careful, like they have that fear that if you're gonna say something, maybe something is gonna happen to us. Like it's and
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's because
There's
we
no
should
freedom.
be able.
There's no freedom of speech.
the freedom of speech now is not there.
Hmm,
Yeah, because actually, these nowadays, we are
yeah,
actually we're living in danger. We are living in danger, and the traitors are
yeah,
so many. When I talk about traitors, we see the traitors when Magufuli passed away. Once
yeah.
Magufuli passed away, they brought everything so quickly.
Hmm,
You
Even the
understand?
vaccine is
Even
there
the
in
vaccine, where
Tanzania.
Magufuli said that we don't need a vaccine before vaccine
hmm.
came, because Africa can produce our own vaccine. As you said
Yes,
before,
we can.
Russia have got their own. Russia
Hmm.
they've got their own vaccine. United States have got their own
That
vaccine too.
German, they got their
So
What's
own.
wrong with Africa?
what's
What's
wrong
wrong
with
with Africa?
Africa? What's wrong with Africa? Why don't you produce
Even
our
us,
own
we
vaccine?
got our own. Yeah.
For
Why
real.
bringing something? Why bringing something from outside, like and forcing us to use it? Otherwise, if you're not using it, you're gonna have some like some. You're gonna be sanctioned and so many other negative. I mean, negative results from that. It's it's so hard. It's as if like our content, our people have been like locked like this, like chained,
Yes.
cannot decide for their
And
own. Like our leader cannot decide
yeah.
for their own people, and they just have to
Yes,
listen
because
to what other people are saying. It's sad.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because we are capable of producing our own.
Yeah,
We have traditional healers, we have doctors who's got
yeah,
qualifications, but we can't produce our own in the whole
exactly.
continent of Africa. How
Yeah,
come is that?
That is so sad when it comes to actually
uh,
this vaccine which is John and Jones, eh?
Johnson
I
and
don't
Johnson.
John and Johnson,
Johnson and
John,
Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson.
some research is the least. Like when you look at how much it works, is the least among all those things, and that's what they brought to our country.
Yes, right now people are dying just after vaccinating. They die. What's the cause of the death? Because they've got vaccine already. After 2 days they die. After 2 days they die.
Like
Especially older people are dying.
oh, you
But we
you
can't
you're
we
right.
can't we can't say anything. We don't have freedom of speech. We're not allowed to say anything to anyone because we're
Yeah,
also scared.
Even
yeah.
sharing
Like
the video.
everybody. Let me just be true as well. Even me right now, right here, very careful because I am Tanzania and I'm gonna go back home, very soon, and you know what can happen when you stand against and you speak something. For me, I really appreciate what Wajima is doing. All right,
Yes.
what Wajima
Yeah.
is doing for me, I really appreciate because the government of that this is like will, right? If you want to get it, get it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. Like that's what they say, right? So that means we have a choice either to get it or not to get it. But the problem is there's a lot of fear in the street, in the country, and everywhere to the point where people they're afraid to die. So they're but at the same time, we are not sure because there haven't been enough research done to this. If you're asking us to just believe the government, but there haven't been enough research, then you're putting people's life at risk, and you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You don't know what's gonna happen after taking it. You don't know, and this is what we were talking about the case even of Ethiopia. That it's a time for Africa to solve our own problem. Like People in your country are dying every single day because of that, and you still give support. You take those vaccine, you give it to other country to support. Does it make sense? Did you vaccinate like all in your country to give us that support? That's like it's very tricky. Like to believe that is this really coming out of kindness? Like, are you that kind to support us to that extent? Or are you giving and you're giving us the list? It's very tricky. All right, I have Caleb John here in the line. Caleb, welcome back, brother Caleb. Hello, Caleb. Caleb is not hearing me. Yes. Yeah. So my concern is okay. Let me see here. Oh, I really appreciate it. My brother from India, right here. I really appreciate, man, for a super sticker. This means a lot. Thank you so much, man. Yes, guys, you can use super chat as well to support the cause. Dr. Haptam says the disease hit hard in Europe and the USA, but mild in Africa. The West is really insisting about the vaccine in Africa and Caribbean countries. My opinion is really suspicious of their motives. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, why do you want to support? Why? Why don't you like why don't you give vaccine to everybody in your country and then try to look outside? Why every single time when there's issues like this, why? This is the basic question. Why every time you have to run to Africa and to say, I want to support you? Why? Why? And like Africans, we need to reach the point to start thinking for ourselves. And we have people who are very smart, very excellent. We have ability to come with our own ways. We have that ability. The only thing that we need time. There's no way to rush. There's no way to rush in this. We need time because we can do this. We're not just kind of some sort of people who always need support. Man, this is not Africa I believe in. This is not me. We're not kind of people that are always support. That's why it's so hard for me sometimes even to ask for, super sticker. And recently I had to write my story with my friend to ask for support. It's really hard to do that because of this mindset that everybody has, that Africa, we always need support. We always ask for support. We don't need that. We don't need that. We can think for ourselves. We can think for ourselves. We can manufacture things for ourselves. We can do that for ourselves. We don't need somebody else to think for us. African leaders, they have to understand everything it takes to make our own decisions, to do our own things with everything it takes. This is not a pride. I'm just saying this because it's too much. Every time we just need support. We just need support. No. It's just too much, man. Why don't we do first? Why don't we try to do something first? And when we fail, then we go out and ask for support. And sometimes we don't even ask. When it comes to, we don't even ask, but they're just giving it, that receive it. I remember first time when he started to go to Congo, they started to die there. It was called Congo, I believe it was the area, like the very, very first country to receive that. I think people, they love you. Anyways, Caleb.
Hey Mika.
Yes, Caleb. What's up?
Hey Mika, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you today? Caleb, can't hear you. Caleb? All right, Caleb, I think he's Caleb, you can even then come back again. I would like to put a point here. In my country, people have been fully, like 99% haven't had any side effect in Googling. That's the good news. That's a good news, my brother. That's a good news if that has happened. Like, that's really a good news because the reason why we're having this conversation is that we need to be careful of this, because some side effects, they don't appear right away. They appear after, like later, like after years back later. So I hope that your government really did a lot of research and try to really figure out like how, 'cause in this case, that means a lot of lives have been saved. So kudos to that. Hopefully the government has done a lot of research and has, like, how can I say, satisfied themselves. My point, or what I'm trying to say is this. I'm not trying to say that vaccine is bad, don't get it. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that how sure we are, have we done enough research to know that this is safe for us to take? How sure we are that the same thing that imported to our countries, to our continent, Africa, I'm talking about Africa, is the same one that is being used there. How sure are we? Do we have that assurance? Like the same one that, Biden, he received that day, is it the same one that come to us as well? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say, because we have a lot of historical background whereby, even when it comes to, even I'm sorry for this, I'm just gonna say this, even when it comes to for this manufacture, even when it comes to phones, I'll talk about this, for phones, even the people who are producing phone, the phone that I'm using here, I witnessed that when I went to Tanzania. The phone that I'm using here from Korea is not the same phone that is there. They've been sold in Tanzania. So literally, the phone that are here, of course, they're more expensive and they're more quality. But the one that they're exporting them to Africa is actually less. So I had to actually carry some phone here and to go to sell back home because they were original. They come to clothes. China, they export so many clothes to Tanzania, and to other African countries. You can see the material and how the quality of those manufactured stuff is not the same as what is in here in the first world countries. That's what I'm saying. So even in this case, have we done enough research to know that this is legit? Have we done research enough to know that this is good for our people? Because you cannot take something and try on your people and you don't even know, like you cannot try on people's life, you know what I'm saying? So I'm talking specifically about what is going there back home. Is it that? How sure are we? Do our government do research and knowing that this is legit? Because I don't have a problem. Like you can really take it, but my question, it goes to the government or to African government, that have we really satisfied ourselves with these informations? Because you might come to me today and to give me support, that okay, this is your support, but I need to figure out. I cannot just receive it and be like, okay, go take it. No, have you done enough research knowing that it's legit? That's the thing. Because what if side effect it happens 5 years later? You have people who cannot think straight. You have people who everything is done and every single leader is receiving. Every single social worker is receiving. Government officials are receiving. The police are receiving. Army are receiving. What if there's all of a sudden after a couple years later, side effects that at the same time you need support from them, and then they come, they take. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like in this case, it's really hard to trust the way that things are going on. But I'm really happy for your country that a lot of lives are saved. 99% of people who received it didn't get any side effect. I'm really happy for your country, and I hope that's how it's gonna be, because of course people are dying. And when people are dying, I understand even the pressure that is in the government. You see people dying, then you have to do something. So, leaders there in really hard position, and I gotta say this, because what if you reject and then your people die? And what if you accept and then your people die as well? So they're in the middle and they don't know what to do. So the best thing they can do is that okay, you want to bring it. Okay, guys, we have vaccine here. If you want to receive, take it. If you don't want to, don't take it. A, B, C, D. If you want, take it. If you don't want to, take it. Because being at the middle, sometimes it's hard. To be honest, sometimes it's hard. And I can understand from like perspective and pressure coming from here, coming from there. But yet, regardless of all that pressure, we still need to satisfy ourselves with what we receive. We still need to do research, satisfy ourselves to sure that this is safe and it's safe to our people. Because it might be safe to Chinese because it comes from Chinese, right? China, but it's for Africans, the same one we receive. If Russia, they made their own because they believe in their own. If German, they made their own because they believe. France, the same thing. China, the same thing. They cannot even take from there. From there, they're not taking from. I mean, Europe, whatever. They're creating by their own, right? We can do that for ourselves as well. So that's a second. So this is good. This is good. It's a yes. We made our vaccine of India origin. That's amazing. Of course, India they're very smart when it comes to technology and when it because a lot of people they always go to India, to get treatment. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. You see, that's amazing because that you can trust. Like you are government, you are people. That's amazing. That's legit because nobody cares about your life more than you do care about your life. I don't believe that Westerners they care about the lives of Africans more than us. I don't believe that. I've never believed that. So that's really good. Yes, Caleb.
I'm saying this, like in my country, around 2 million people are vaccinated. And the
You're
thing
kind
that I see, I'm in Ethiopia.
okay. I'm saying you're
And
cutting a lot.
in my country, around 2 million people vaccinated. 2,500,000 around people.
Uh,
But the bad thing here, like the vaccinated people are old people, and also the thing that you observe is like you can't make a coin close to the place that they are vaccinated, and it's gonna be stuck. It
hey,
has
Caleb.
lasted like
Caleb. I can barely hear you. I think your network is not good. I can barely hear you. It's cutting a lot.
now. Is it good? Now is it
It's
good?
cutting a lot. You're cutting a lot.
Hello.
Hello?
Now is it good?
Yes, yes. Uh-huh.
I'm saying that around 2,500,000 people, 500,000 people are vaccinated in Ethiopia.
Okay.
And the thing that we see in here is that when you make a coin on the place that they are vaccinated, it stacks like a magnet.
Uh-huh. Oh, Caleb, you're really cutting, man.
Hello,
I
Mika.
can barely hear you. I can barely understand what you're trying to say.
And
You're
like
really cutting a lot.
that, it's like an Illuminati stuff.
Ah,
So no more
I
people being vaccinated.
Caleb, I think try to recheck your again. You're cutting a lot. I can barely hear you. I mean, I don't hear anything. Check that again. Yeah. So my brother here, he said we made our own. That's what I'm talking about. You guys, you made your own, and right now, nice. That's amazing. That's that's great, and that's what I'm saying for our continent as well. We cannot let other people think for us because they don't care more than we do. We care ourselves. Our leaders, they care about our people more than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there's other people who are corrupted, but still they're human beings. They care for it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say this one once again. Like I can barely hear you.
Okay,
Welcome back.
okay. Thank you, Mika.
Hello?
Hello, thank you, Mika.
Yes.
And I'm saying that in my country, 2.5 million people are vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And in that people's like you can't take it by a coin. Like you can't make a coin close to their place that they are vaccinated, and it's gonna be stuck as a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
So this looks like an Illuminati stuff. As you read in the Bible in Revelation, you can see that stuff. So they are
Oh,
doing
okay.
an Illuminati stuff on us.
Uh-huh.
Like they are doing an Illuminati stuff.
Kalim, I can't hear you, man. I can't hear you. Can you Kalim? Because I don't really get anything that you're saying.
Now is it clear now? The network
Oh,
is good
okay.
here.
Can you try to talk again? Go on.
I'm saying that you can't taste like
No, 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 no. It's not clear. It's not clear, Caleb.
okay.
Okay, Caleb, can you try to write down summarize in the comment section and what to say, and then we'll talk about it. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry, Caleb. I really hard time with the internet there. Can you try to summarize or what you're trying to say, and then you can leave in the comment section, and I'll put on the screen, and we'll talk a little bit about it. Yes. So Dr. Halftime is saying, but in this case, they rushed everything, and there's no worldwide agreement between the pharma companies. Hey guys, okay. I ask about, is there any medical doctor here right now on the live stream who can actually give us a little bit of concern, or anyone who is associated with this vaccination thing in Africa? If there's anyone watching here and is associated with that, please come to the live stream and help us out. Yeah, Africa, we can do things on our own. I believe that 100%, man. How many Africans, even our brothers, that are in South Africa, there's our brothers in the US, in the UK, all over the world, man. They're the most smart people on this earth, man. I know these guys. They have smart men. Come on, man. We can do this, man. We can do this, man. Africa, 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 Africa. I don't know why. That's why I cry. I cry so hard for our president, ex-president. Because no offense to the current leadership, I'm not saying anything negative about it. I'm just saying that leaders like that, they always, I don't know why, they always leave airy. They always leave airy, man. They always leave airy. We need leaders who can stand in front of the West and say no without being shaken. We need that kind of leadership in Africa. We need kind of leadership that they will stand and be like, you know what? We can think for ourselves. Everything we're going to do, we can do on our team. If you want to give us your support, okay, go ahead, give us, but we are going to decide for our people. We need those kind of leaders, not leaders who they receive, like they've been given something and they're like, okay, this is us. We don't need that kind of leadership. That's why I respect I respect so much our ex-president Magufuli. I respect him so much because he was that kind of leader. Stand and say things as it is. And show that, you know what, I have value as much as you do have value. I have value. I'm not less than anyone else, not better than anyone else. We are all the same. That's what we are trying to say. And that's why I respect as well Kagame. I was watching one of the interviews that he was doing, and when he went to Harvard University, he said, you know, us Rwandese people, he said, we accept aid, but when we accept aid, but when it comes to the functionality, we are the ones who decide how we're gonna use it. You cannot give us aid and be like, okay, this is aid and this is how you're gonna use it. Use there. No, he said, I am the president for Rwanda people. I know what kind of problems we have. We know what is our priority. We know we have our priority. So if you're gonna give us money, aid, okay, we're gonna accept it. But we're gonna use it on our time. We're gonna use the way we wish, right? We're gonna put it into use. We are not gonna be corrupted. We're not gonna take it for ourselves. We're gonna use it for people. We're gonna use it for our government. But we know our priority. You don't know our priority more than we do. Sometimes it seems like other people outside of Africa care about Africa more than Africans themselves. So other people, they have to think for you. What is the best for you? They have to bring something for you. All right, Khaled says this. I'm saying that in my country, 2.5 million people vaccinated. And when you make a coin in a place, the needle enters, it will be attracted like magnetic is inside. So this seems like they are putting electronic chips in us to control us. This is one of the concerns that a lot of people have, Caleb. This is one of the concerns that a lot of people have. Yes, it's like I heard about that. That magnetic, like literally, if you put magnets after you receive it, it's just gonna stick there. So is this vaccinated? What the heck is this that is putting in our body? Imagine that this okay for those who are Christian, I think they know something called 666. It feels like that because it reached the point where you're not going to travel anywhere without being vaccinated. It's going to reach the point where you're not going to be even allowed to go to a convenience store and to buy something if you're not vaccinated because you're a danger to other people. But the strange thing is, whether you receive that or you don't receive it, you're going to get it anyways, but the side effect will be different, right? If you have, this is my request, all right, to all these supporters that we receive. Yes, God bless you for doing that, but we have our own say about it, and you cannot force us to take it. You cannot want to control us to take it. And here's the thing: they might not control you to take it, but leaders, they're the one who actually being controlled. And they take it and they do things however they want to do. We cannot afford to continue to live that way. Okay, you're giving us your vaccine. All right, we're going to take that vaccine. We're going to keep it in the local. We're going to try to run tests, every kind of test to see what kind of effect it's going to have on our people. We need to run those kind of tests before using them. Or we're keeping them aside. We try to run all the tests to see, okay, is this okay? Is this right? Okay, how is it going to affect our people? We have to see that before we have to do all those kind of research. And at the same time, we can try to figure out what kind of vaccination will be good for us. Okay, let me say this. If you love, okay, this is the best. If you love us so much and want to help us, you know what? Don't give us vaccine. Give us that knowledge. Give us that knowledge. How did you make this? How did you come with this vaccine? Give us those things so that for us we can figure out for ourselves and for our people. Because we love our people. If you figure out vaccine, if this is the way, if this is the formula, how you came up with this, give us a formula. Don't give us fish. Teach us how to fish. This is what I've been having a trouble for a long time with NGOs. You know, all the work. Okay, they're doing amazing work in Africa, but man, it's crazy. You cannot fish because every time I'll be coming back to you to ask for fish. No, teach me how to fish. Give us formula. Just give us formula on how you came up with that. Why you cannot discuss that? Give us formula for that so that us will use our people to find the way and to find vaccine for people. Give us formula. Man, it's simple as that. I don't know if this concern has been raised. I don't know. But that's what I would say. You know, if I'm an African leader, I will contact everybody, US, German, China, to give all the formula they use. And for us to come on our own to find something in common. To find something. Yes, if you really care about people's life and you don't want our people to die, give us formula. Yes. It's simple as that. We can think for ourselves. We can think for our people. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, you us. Teach us how to fish. Don't give us fish. Don't give me money. Teach me how to make money. Teach me that way. Wow. But I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to them because you guys still need to use super chat down there. This is the way how you make money, right? Yes. Give us formula. Guys, if you're so kind enough to give us millions and millions of vaccine for our people, give us a formula. You don't need to transfer all those vaccine from your country. No, give us formula. We can make on our own in our country. Give us formula. Give us even a doctor. If you say, this formula is okay, send one doctor to come and to talk to our doctors. But man, we can figure things on our own. That's what I'm saying. We can figure things on our own. We cannot be lazy. Africa, we have to wake up. We cannot be lazy. We cannot let other people think for us. We cannot. This is the only thing that I'm having. Okay, we have a brother here. Africa needs to invest more on education and research. Our scientific education institutions will be motivated if they are funded for their innovation and research. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's the way forward. Because right now we're in the middle of the crisis. And that's the way forward. That's how we can do it. Research is very important. And we need to give a lot of money to that in order to really support our people, to be our expertise, to be able to find solution to the problems. Man, if you care about us, give us formula. Give us formula, man. Yes. We are already aware that the West is already undergoing what the Second World War to control the whole world. And let me tell you, malaria and famine is killing much more people than corona. Man, that's what our ex-president, he said before. He said, before this, we have always been having diseases, but we always survive. You know, Africa, one thing that we have, Africa, is that our body has developed really good immune system. Why? Because we have been having a lot of diseases, to be honest. Malaria. I remember back home in Kipindupindu. I don't know what we call that in English. Kipindupindu. And Tetekwanga. I don't know the names in English. I just remember in Swahili. We even had Ebola in the West, and so many stuff that they were going on, to the point that our body, they got used to it. Here in Korea, if somebody gets flu, man, it's a huge disease. It's a big disease. They even don't go to work. It's a disease. For me, even when I come here, I was getting that, and I was like, oh man, my goodness. I mean, this is just normal. Like, I will not even get medicine. I'll be like, okay, after 3 days, 4 days, I'll be fine. You know? So we have been through a lot. Things like that. And this is not the first time. I'm a doctor maker. Sadeki, all right? We have to be careful in myth from fact. We shouldn't be caught up with too much conspiracy. But of course, they want to make us dependent. Sadeki, so man, you're a doctor. Okay, this is good. When I began this live stream today, Dr. Sadek, I really appreciate it. I laid down different facts. I laid down my concern and my how can I say, my condolences and my acknowledgement to what is going on right now. That a lot of people lives have been like wasted, right? A lot of people have died from this awful disease. And it's sad. It's sad that we're losing a lot of people because of this awful disease. And so all the concerns that are going on and what we can do moving forward. As an African and as African government, what can we do? If somebody come to your house and give you something that, hey, I want to support you, take this one. This will help you. This will reduce the amount of whatever that you have. As a leader who I care for my people, I cannot just step ahead without satisfying myself, without doing enough research for my people. Because you might bring me from like maybe China, but it might not be good for my people, because you made it for your people. It might not be good for my people. That's why you see China, you see Russia, you see German, you see French, you see US. They have their own separately because they can't even trust each other. They're not both. They're like, you know what, we're gonna create our own. We're gonna figure out on our own. And that's what I'm saying for our continent as well. That yes, you want to support us, that's really good. Give us formula. We can go ahead and do it. We can do it because what you're giving us, it might not be good for our people. Okay, if your country has done enough research, if my country has done enough research and our government is satisfied themselves that, okay, this is good for our people, go ahead and use it. That's good. Go ahead and use it. It's good. India, our brother from India said for themselves, 90%, they didn't have any side effect. 99%. and they make their own vaccine. India, 99%. And so all these conspiracy theories that are going on, I said at the beginning that we need to be very careful how we address this today. But at the same time, I feel like we cannot continue to be dependent. We cannot. We can take care of our people. We have that ability. Okay, you give us. Yes, you give us. Because if you don't receive, you're going to put sanction on us. Okay, we understand that. You give us, okay, we're not receiving, but we're going to make sure that we do enough to satisfy ourselves that this is safe for our people before using it. And we're going to use it on our team. And if you want really to help us, give us formula as well for us to figure out what is fine for people. Because what is good for Americans, it might not be good for Africans. What is good for Russians might not be good for Africans. There's so many different in environment, in culture, immune system, and so many stuff. I mean, as a doctor, I mean, you know, you are an expert. So, you know, that's what I'm. Oh, my audio is gone. Let's guys. Just a second. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me. Can you guys hear me now? Let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. Oh, you can. Let me try. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Guys, let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. Wow. The quality is low. You guys cannot hear me? What is going on? Now it is good. It's good? All right. Then I guess I'll use this earphone. Oh, let me see. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Evil spirits, yes. Man, what happened? It hasn't happened before. In Jesus' name. Oh, wait, you gotta be kidding me. Video is gone right now? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Okay. All right, now it's good to go. Yes. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, okay. All right. I have Adam here on the, let me put in through Adam. All right. Thank you, Sadeki. Adam. Hello, Adam.
Yes, brother.
Yes, Adam. Let me know where you're talking from.
I'm from Gondar, Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Yes. Do you have what is your take on our today's discussion? Have you been here from the start?
Yes, I tend to follow even if the connection is weak.
Okay.
I think today's our discussion is based on the vaccines. Why we African countries cannot develop.
Oh man, I
But it's not.
Okay. All right. Now.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I continue?
Yeah. Hello. I
Okay.
cannot hear you. Yeah. So. Man, I think there's a problem with the internet there, because before I had on the live and I could barely hear him. So Adam.
Yes.
Okay,
now it's clear.
Hello.
Okay. Can I continue?
Oh no, I can barely hear you. Like you're really cutting all the time.
Okay. Why our African countries cannot able to develop vaccines? That is just an influence of Western countries. Like they have a major influence on our economy. They place on African raw materials, and as equal as we know in economics.
I don't hear
In
you. I don't
economy,
hear you. I don't hear you.
yes,
Adam, so please help me. Do me a favor. Do this. I'll tell you
yes,
what I
in,
told. I'll tell you
okay,
what I told
okay.
Caleb. Please, do you mind to write down your comment and share in the comments, because we can barely.
Okay, if it's not audible enough, I will attempt to write in the comment section.
Yeah, please write and then I will read it.
I think it is a good now.
Wait, Sadeke can hear Adam? I don't hear him, like he's cutting all the time.
Okay, okay.
Oh, all right, Adam, go ahead. No, go ahead. They say they can hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead. You guys, if you cannot hear him,
okay.
section.
Okay. According to our local conditions, people is afraid to get or vaccinate these vaccines because they have major issues according to religious factors. They are afraid to get it or to be vaccinated. They are afraid whether this is true or it is resemble with religious matters. They so.
Okay.
So,
all right. I have.
okay.
Adam,
So,
for me, I don't hear you at all. So I think whatever you say, for me, it's hard to respond because I don't hear. You're cutting a lot, but I think people that can hear you.
okay.
Hello, Adam. Adam, I'm really sorry. I know people who are watching, they can hear you, but I barely heard you. So please, if you don't mind, write that comment again. In the comment section, and then so that I can get what you're talking about. Yeah. Guys, just a second. I need to connect to the charger. Yes. So in this case, my people, I think you guys can see me right now. I think Michelle, maybe you're having problem with something, because myself right now, I'm looking from YouTube and I can see myself clearly. Yes. All right, guys. So talking about that, okay. Sadeke, I want to ask you a question because you're a doctor. Sadeke, what is your opinion on this matter? What is one word that you will tell people who are watching right now and people who will watch later about this thing called, vaccine? What's one word you tell them? And it's your opinion, I know. So, as a doctor, you understand this better than we do. If you have anything that you would like to share, please, I can share in the comment section. Yeah, definitely. I think it's very important. That's why yesterday I said that, guys, tomorrow we're gonna be talking about vaccine and vid19. Please go and do some research and prepare yourself to be ready for this, because it's very easy sometimes to just talk without really understanding, knowing what is going on. So for me today, I literally spent a lot of time doing research, reading different articles and watching different videos from different sources, to just really know what's going on. That's why my opinion, if I will summarize my opinion, first thing will be this: if you want to help us, give us a formula, teach us how to fish, and don't just give us a fish. because it's not going to help us anything, right? If you give us, for example, recently Tanzania, they're giving like 1 million Johnson and Johnson, I believe, vaccination. But you know, we are like 60 million people. How is that going to help anything, right? But if you give us formula, we might be able to produce even more for our people rather than giving this and then after you finish, we'll give you another one and give you another one. You can give us formula and you can do that. Second thing, okay, let's say you don't have enough money for research, you don't have enough money to invest on producing vaccine in a short period of time right now, so you need support to bring vaccine from outside. That's good, bring it. Then have you done research enough that this is good for our people? Do research enough for your people. It might be good for Europeans, but it might not be good for Africans. We're different. Or it might be good for Asian, but it's not good for Africans. We're different. We have different genes. We have different immune system, I believe, even though I'm not a doctor. But so we do enough research as a government. We do enough research. We make sure that this is not going to affect our people, whether in a short term or a long term. You guys can go on YouTube and find the long-term side effect of vaccination. You can search. They're online everywhere I was watching today. Because you might be fine in 1 year, but what about 2 years? What about 3 years? Some people, they say you can even affect your reproduction, system, because it goes direct in your gene. Like when they're putting that vaccine inside, it goes direct in your gene. Like that, the person that I'm Mika, right? So in Swahili we say utu wa mtu. Utu wa mtu. How can I say utu wa mtu in English, man? My brother from South Africa, please help me out. Utu wa mtu. Like it goes direct to you, like you, not this body, but you, like deep inside to you. So that's why the effect, it can be sometimes severe, because it goes direct to you inside, like to you as person. Yeah. Why do we always beg for formula? Do you know it's about business? They will never gonna do that. Kuru, okay, I'll come back to you, Kuru. Let me see. I got vaccinated 2 shots. I will leave the choice to people, because unlike other vaccines which are not fast-tracked, there is a lot we don't know about the virus and the vaccine. That's a good point. That's a good point. And there's a lot we don't know about virus and the vaccine. And that's where there's a lot of debates going on right now. That if we don't know, then why should we take it? That's like, and I know even Sadek also understand this. So for me, as I'm sitting down, I understand when I hear this. For example, right now I'm in Korea, and there's actually a legislation for vaccination. Like if you want, even some of my friends that have already got it right here. And it seems to be legit because it's here, right? In the pretty much the first world countries, right? So we don't know much about this, but yet we have to take it. And we don't know how long it's gonna take. That's why we still have to prevent ourselves from taking it. So this case, like people who want it, it makes sense. People who don't want it, it makes sense. Like it's right there, 50-50. And that's why my simple suggestion, it will be that once we are satisfying ourselves with the research and everything, knowing that this is good for our people, then it's wise to take it. But we have a huge number of elitless people back home, people who didn't go to school, right? People who don't know anything about it. The only thing they see, oh, president of the country got it, oh, I can get it as well, right? We have people who, they don't know this stuff, and they can literally just go to do it because it's kind of like, okay, we're going to do, without being aware of it. So my request is that I hope our government really educate people about this. Tell people about this in detail. Tell them what they're about to get themselves into. That, okay, guys, this is what we have. This is what side effects might be. This is what might happen. Okay, anybody want to take it, right? Yes, because I believe even for Mr. Sadeke here, you satisfied yourself before taking it, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because this is safe. The problem is we can be victims of either way, virus and the vaccine. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, when I'm seeing these, I'm like, this is the way out. Where are we going? Where are we gonna go? Oh God. Guys, pray for Africa, man. Oh my Lord. We need to pray for our continent, guys. Ah. At the end of the day, guys, we need to pray, man. We need to pray. God, please heal our continent, heal our people, heal our land, heal our people, God. Please do heal our people, and heal our continent, heal our leaders, heal our kids, our doctors, and everybody. Please heal our land. Please, we beg you. Because there's this one scripture, it says that even when you eat things that I know, again, I know this in Swahili, anyways, but even when you I say, even when you walk through the storm, like the valley of death, I shall not fear evil, because your rod and your staff, they're holding me. You are with me. Okay, let me go there. Let me go there. I feel like I really feel like encouraging somebody right now. Let me do this. This is Psalm 93. No, it's 23. Psalm 23, right? Okay. He said this: the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pasture. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right path for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley, the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So this is David actually talking, that even though I walk through the darkest valley, like the darkest valley, this moment of crisis, this moment of vid19, this moment of people losing life and everything, even though I walk through the darkest valley, even though I walk, that means you cannot really get rid of the valley, you will walk there. So even though I walk through that, I will fear no evil. Why I'll fear no evil? For you are with me. You, God, you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. We gotta be with God, guys. Africa, we gotta be with God. We gotta walk with God. Because even when our enemies, even when we're walking through the darkest valley, even when we're in the midst of death, even when we're in the midst of danger, we're about to lose ourselves. If we're walking with God, I'm telling you, it's like, I will fear no evil. So one thing, guys, fear kills more people than even disease. Fear is the enemy. Fear is the enemy. And what's going on right now, a lot of fear is creating in people's life right now. And fear is the big disease. You get rid of fear, you get rid of disease. Okay, as an expert, you might not understand this, but you get rid of fear, rid of disease. Fear, it kills a lot of people. And this is evilness. A lot of evilness going on around the world right now. And then he finished to say, you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. No, I gotta share this, guys, with you in the comment section right there. All right. This is the word of encouragement to everybody. You know I shift all of a sudden. But at the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, without not they believe or they don't, I'll say that. Because that's who I am. It's me being true to myself. Without that, guys, it's done. So what we can do right now, guys, is to pray. Yeah. Because if the government has already made a decision and if people they've already been taken, is to pray that we cannot just sit back and wait that, okay, we're waiting for side effect to see how many people will die. No, we cannot wish that to our people. We cannot wish that to our people. We cannot wish that to our countries. We cannot wish that. We have to pray. We have to stand with our country. Whatever decision they make, whether it's worse, whether it's bad, those leaders, when they make those decisions, we cannot change anything because they already made a decision. The best thing we can do is actually to pray. That even though the stupid, or whether it's stupid or good decision made, that it will still protect. And God is the God of grace, man. Grace of God will be there, saving us, man, saving our people's life. Right now, right here, right now, please pray for your country, pray for Africa, pray for other countries as well, because this is not just Africa's problem, is worldly problem. A lot of people are dying, and it's the time to do something. I love the conversation that is going on there. Mika, you're right. Fear is a disease. Fear of the virus, fear of conspiracies, fear of dependence, fear of death. Yes, I prayed when I took the vaccine. I pray every day when I go to the clinic. Shout out to that, man. Yes. Yes, doctor. Yes. Because we don't put our trust on that vaccine. We put our trust in God. Because that vaccine cannot even heal. It cannot even prevent us from getting it. We'll get it anyways, even when we get it. So we put our trust in God. So you're getting that vaccine. You put your trust in God. You don't get that vaccine. You still put your trust in God. And one thing that I want us to be very careful, not to judge one another, not to judge those who are taking or those who are taking, not to do that. Here we go back to the unity again. People, they have different choices. People who make choices, they can make this choice, they can make that choice, but at the end of the day, we are all Africans, all human beings. We still have to stick together. We still have to carry one another. We still have to wish good for one another and not wish death. That's why we're having this conversation. Yes. Well, guys, this is a good topic, and today is not going to be the last time. We're going to come back to continue to talk about this a little bit more. And yeah, Sadek, I have a special request for you. Special request. You are a doctor, and looking at, I think everybody here see, and looking at the, the comments, you can see like how authentic it is. That yeah, it's true. This is what happened, and this is what you can do. Like it's true all the time. I know sometimes it might be dangerous for you, like come and to speak, to say something. But I would love to have this conversation if you're willing. Another day, not today. If you're willing, even tomorrow, to have a conversation, to talk about it, to just give us a little bit more in detail about this thing, because I'm pretty sure you know more than I do. I need to do research to find out about something, but you started about this. You know these things in detail more than I do. So if you're willing, I would love to come back here maybe tomorrow to have you here, and to talk a little bit about that. It's my special request to you today. But I will understand if you will say no, just in case if it's not aligned with the clinic policies, because there might be some policies that you cannot talk about this. You cannot. So if that's the case, then we cannot really help. But if you can, then I really appreciate to have you here. Even today, I share the post in the community tab asking for the medical doctor to come and to help us out here. Even today was very helpful to see comments here. But I would appreciate to come here and to have a conversation. Sadeki, what do you have to say about that, Dr. Sadeki? Can you do that tomorrow? I love Swahili Nation, man. Swahili Nation, man, family, it connects me with so many amazing people out there. And it's just amazing to have this conversation, yeah. Anyways, guys, yeah. My brother from India said, please don't leave so soon. Wow, it has been 1 hour and 20 minutes. Wow, it's almost the same like what we do all the time. Well, we're gonna continue to have this conversation tomorrow as well. I really enjoyed today's conversation and your comments right here. I see a lot of concerns. Okay. Kuru, he said, why do we always beg for formula? You know, it is about business. They will never gonna do that. The problem is we can be victims of either way. Mr. Select, let me ask one question. How long has it been since COVID hit? A year and a half. I know many people died because of it, but here are also people who have survived without it. We have to compare the risk of acquiring a severe disease versus chance of having side effects. For me, I'm really at a big risk of acquiring the disease due to my profession, and I had no side effects. Wow, that's amazing. Cool. Each human being reacts different to the virus and the vaccine. So it's all down to you to choose which risk you're willing to take. You see, Dr. Select, this is a conversation I want to have right here, man. Please, can we have this tomorrow again, Sadeke? I beg you. Please, let's do this tomorrow for my people. My people. But it has been a year and a half. Yeah. So, yeah, because the way that you explain right here, it's professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're a doctor. Man, you're a doctor. Yeah. So let's do this again tomorrow. Yes, it is difficult for me to talk as an expert on the topic since even experts on this issue are too cautious about it. But of course, I can chat with you as a brother. All right, I appreciate that, and I understand that. I understand that, Dr. Sadek. I understand that. And even today, right here, even this in the chat, it has been very helpful. So, just in case tomorrow we come back and do this topic again, we can still do this. This also it's good. So you guys, you can see the comments as well and learn and things like that. Yeah. But this comment, one the problem about this comment that they disappear after a while. So if like in one comment we can also leave in the comment section, I think it will be helpful to everybody who's coming and watch later on. Yeah. I promise Kuru ET to answer your question and say, why do we always beg for formula? You know, it's about business. They're not gonna do that. Yeah, Kuru, you have a point. You have a legitimate point. You have a point, man. And that's what I don't get it, and that's why it's hard to trust sometimes, because everything these days it's about politics, and it's even when it comes to vid19, that's been politicized. And when it comes to vaccine as well, the same thing, and business. You think about that. How many people are dying every single day? And the only thing you could think of is business. But you know, this vaccine that have been given is for free. Like they've really been given to the government as an aid. But nothing really comes for free. There's always will be price to pay back. One day there will be price to pay back. You know what my president said, my previous president, Magufuli? This is what he said. When vid19 hit the continent, hit the country, the World Bank offered a lot of loans. He said, you know what? We're going to give a lot of loans for you guys to deal with this vid19 crisis. But our president, this is what he said. He said, the economic war is more dangerous than even a physical war. And right now, Africa, we are in the economy war. Against everywhere. We are in the economy war. Because when you look at the static of the research, it shows 10 years later, 20 years later, economy will be like going like this, you know, in most of countries in Africa. You see Rwanda, you see Tanzania, you see Ethiopia, you see, you know, Kenya, all these countries. Like in Nigeria, you see there's that researches. So this is what he gave a suggestion. He said, instead of giving loans to take care of vid19, why don't you forget us and not forgive us the previous loans that you gave us? Because for the case of Tanzania, every single month they're paying like more than billions of dollars back to the World Bank because of the aids that we have been receiving back in the days in the past. So you say, why don't you forgive us the percentage of those previous aids and not giving us more loans? Because you want to give us more loans, for us to owe you more so that we may continue to depend on you. Why don't you forgive those percentage and then let us deal with this? It was such a smart move, in my opinion. Such a smart move, because we cannot just keep accepting loan. And you know, the huge budget of the government every year, it just goes back to the World Bank to pay back loans that we received for years in the past. Same thing in Nigeria, man. Nigeria is in a huge debt of China, with China, huge debt, and the same thing to a lot of African countries. Oh, we'll talk about that. I'll just leave that aside for another day, talking about debt and loans and everything. Yeah. Oh, the letter. You say, hello, dear Mika. I've seen your reaction on the Dr. Teosa Honorable Degree Award. It's very fantastic, and it's what he has been and is doing for the people of his country. I appreciate that. And Africa as well, and you are also doing the same. And I assure you that you will be awarded this award for doing the same. I appreciate the letter. Even though I'm not doing this for award, but I appreciate it's good to be appreciated. So I really appreciate for that. It means a lot. It means a lot. Just that word that you say, it means a lot. It's already a word, you know. The word loan you use that is make me so sad. In economics, that is what is called the aid. It's yeah, man. I studied economics, so yeah, it's always and why always it has to be about business. I was saying that a lot of people are dying. Man, the only thing you can think of now is business, and don't give formula, and millions of people are dying. Wow, I don't know if I'm thinking. I don't know. But this is humanity. This you never understand. You know, I'll give you this example, guys. I'll tell you this. When I was in university, I have a degree in economics. I was taking the one class of business class. And one day I stood out in the class and I gave my suggestion about business. This is what I said. In front of the class, we had like more than 100 people because it's really big class. And Professor, I said that personally, I know I'm studying economics and I will do business in the future, but I don't like business at all. I don't like the way business works. I don't like the fact that you want to make profit out of something and it's not even quality. Like when you start business at the beginning, in order to attract your customers, you make sure that the quality is good, is on point, so that people will come. And as many people as they come, you start reducing quality little by little to make more profit. Or you're going to charge a lot of money to make more profit. This is the reason why I don't like business. Because it's all about money, but it's not about the welfare. It's not about the well-being of the people. And we have to pass that. We have to pass that because money is not everything. Money is not everything, guys. I'll tell you this. If money was everything, I would have already gave up doing Swahili Nation. I would give up doing Swahili Nation, guys. I'll be very honest with you today. If it was about that, I would have given up. To me, I'm saying that to me. I don't know about you, but to me, money is not everything because I would have been given up already. Because trust me, live stream we are doing, it doesn't make anything. Reaction, the videos that we are doing right here, it doesn't make anything because they constantly catch copyright even though we start before 10 seconds. The vlog that we are doing, people, they don't watch it because they want to see reaction. So when we try to do vlog is the only way that we can actually make something, but people don't really watch it. You guys go through Swahili Nation YouTube channel. Anything that is not related to reaction, it doesn't receive a lot of support. And not only that, for some reason, any good message, it doesn't receive any attention. Good message. But you know what? In order to succeed in YouTube business, you have to do something stupid. You have to walk like naked to make silly jokes. You have to make all this funny stuff in order to make money. That's the only way you can do. But if you try to do good, you're not making anything. Even YouTube themselves, they don't put ads to videos. Because that's how in YouTube you make money. The other way you make money is through super chat and through membership and all the stuff, but or donations, poll and all the stuff. But other way to make is through ads. But when you have good topics like this, even YouTube themselves, they're so picky, they don't put their ads on your video, and you don't. So yeah, guys, Money is not everything, and I just hope that we see that there are a lot of people are dying, and we need to do something about it. We cannot be thinking about money in the middle of the crisis. But lastly, as I'm closing, guys, remember this. As you're living today here, remember this. Whether you're believing God, you don't, you're Christian or not, this is very important for you and for everybody. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you're with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Hold on to that. Hang on to that. I don't care what situation you're going through right now. You might be affected right now and having some side effects. Hold on to that. Hang in there, because God is with you. Do not fear evil. He's going to get you through, and He's going to get us through the other side. Africa, one Africa. Love and peace out. Appreciate, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, right here, same time. I love everybody. I appreciate, guys. Continue to support Swahili Nation. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate it. God bless, guys.